What's up? What's up? Can you hear us properly? Just type in the comments whether you can. If everything is fine, we'll wait for a couple of minutes in order for everyone to show up, and then we'll start with reports and the webinar. Hi, Amor. Good morning, Anil. It's 6 p.m. here in our place, and we really tried to make some compromise regarding the time difference because we are in Belgrade in Europe. But don't worry, because this webinar will be recorded. So if you are not able to stay to the end of the webinar, have no worries. This will be recorded. It will be uploaded. Everyone will get a webinar in the newsletter tomorrow, so everything will be fine. Hello, Canada, Germany, yeah. Southern Carolina. My friend played hockey for South Carolina. Nice. Zagreb neighbors. Ontario, nice. Cool. We'll just wait for a minute or two in order for everyone to jump in. We currently have around 70 people, which is fine. Give us minutes or two and we'll be there. I'm just going to talk about some agenda for this webinar, since we will try to make it as the most effective as we can. So for the beginning, we'll just give you some perspective around the tool, what we've been doing in the last couple of months. There are a lot of updates, a lot of new integrations, fresh stuff that we've done. After that, we are going to jump into reports to show you some basic features and some updated ones. And after that, of course, we will jump in the dashboard, show you some fresh stuff. We will explain all the important stuff regarding basic widgets, custom widgets, passive elements, how to upload your CSVs, how to customize your dashboard, how to make it personal for your client, how to use the live link, how to actually be able to save a lot of time and energy with reports regarding your client or project reporting. Now, I know that a lot of you guys already play with reports, since I recognize some of the names here. And I think you will be very, very satisfied with some new features, but we have to go through some basic because of the new members here. Have no worries. We are actually planning to separate webinars onto different, let's say, industry topics. So for example, we will do a dedicated webinar for all the people that are doing Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, Google ads, with some separate topics and some use cases that will actually be very niched for those activities. Of course, the other type of webinar will be regarding Google's tools, Google Analytics, Search Console, My Business, and we have some future plans. You can expect that from basically mid of February or beginning of March. I'm going to talk about some future integrations. As you know, we have a public roadmap. It is a bit tweaked, but we have a lot of new integrations going on. I have some good news for you guys. I'm going to explain it to you, and we'll just basically cover some future plans from the team from the first hand, and what can you expect in the next 3 to 6 months. Tom, yes, the webinar will be recorded. So, okay, my colleague here, Ilya, is here. So he will basically choose the questions that we can answer right now. All the other questions will be noted, and we'll try basically to give you all the answers in the newsletter tomorrow, or by creating some help articles. I will just repeat myself. Don't worry if you have some specific stuff, you can reach out to us on our Intercom live chat, or if you're interested in some more advanced stuff with Reportz, we will start with some advanced use cases with Reportz regarding some industries of digital marketing. So we'll get you covered. Have no worries. Okay, so we will start right now. For all the new people, Reportz is almost 2 years old. We are over 10K users per month. Over 800 people use Reportz on a daily basis. Of course, we have huge spikes in user base by the end of the month because usually people report on a monthly basis. We hired a lot of people, have an office here in Belgrade, in Novi Sad, and we plan to expand in New York. And things are going pretty much. There were a lot questions regarding whether we will do some dedicated campaign with some of the partners like AppSumo or Stack Social. No, we're not going to do that anymore because we have stable grow and some bigger agencies are starting to use Reportz. But in some other stuff, thank you, Ilya. Have no worries if you bought any package on the dedicated campaign. All the features will be and will remain, so you don't have to worry about any expansion or updates. You got you covered. I just want to talk about some stuff that we basically talked about. We will keep the business model that everything is included without upsell, which is very important for you to hear. I don't know if you played around with other tools, if you had a chance to compare some other tools to Reportz, but some of the best feedbacks we got is that with Reportz, you have no upsell. So basically what it means that you just pay for a number of dashboard and everything is included. As you can see, the white label is included. You have unlimited team places, unlimited data sources, widgets per dashboard. We provide you with the SSL certificate for your white label subdomain, and it will just remain that way. We do not want to change that because we received numerous of compliments that people are very happy that they're able to use this kind of tool without any like hidden costs. So those were some questions. This is official. We'll just keep this business model so you don't have to worry about anything. Okay, Chris, I will not breathe too much. Okay, never mind, because I'm going to share my screen in a couple of minutes. So right now, we're going to jump in Reportz, and I'm going to talk about some features that we've done. But I think that before that, we'll just cover the basic stuff regarding Reportz, how you should set it up, what are the meaning of some stuff, how can you manipulate through your account, and after that, we're going to jump in the dashboards where all the fixes and some updates will be seen. Okay, so we're jumping in the dashboard. Give me a second here. Able to see my screen? Just okay. So we're launching. Okay, let's make another introduction. Welcome to Reportz. This is your first view. This is your dashboard management window, and these are all the active dashboards that you have in your account. Now, as you can see, I have quite a few of them, but we use Reportz for different projects, for different campaigns, and we really try to segment everything. This is the master account, so I have some campaigns that are not related to Reportz, but we'll jump into that. So I'll just start from scratch and try to make it as fast as possible. Now, first thing you need to know, regarding reports, there are two types of dashboards. There are active dashboards and there are passive dashboards or archived. What is the difference? You see this toggle button here. In reports, you have the possibility to delete the account, but you should probably treat archived dashboard as a pre-step before the before you permanently delete the dashboard. So let's say you have a client that you no longer have a need to report with, you no longer work with them, or you just shut down some project, or you just don't need that dashboard. Before deleting it, you have this archive icon on the left. Before deleting it, you can click the archive button and that dashboard will just be gone from your active dashboard panel. Now, keep in mind, in reports, we're good guys, so we just count your active dashboards, which means if you have like 15 dashboards per month and you have 15 active dashboards and 25 archived, we're not counting the archived ones. So report subscription plan is just counting the active dashboards and not the archived ones. Good question. Can you return the archived dashboard before deleting it into active? Yes. All you need to do is click on this toggle button and click restore. And once you've done that, you can just go back in your active dashboards and this is the dashboard. It's active again. Cool. As you can see, we have the view mode, which is the live view mode that Reportz is all about, which I'm going to show you later. You have a direct PDF download. We had a lot of improvements regarding the PDF. And if you need to download your report in the PDF format, if a client wants that, you have the option. You can do that from here or from the dashboard. It's totally up to you. We have a clone button. Now, I don't know how many guys of you use that, but it's very cool because if you have one type or like similar type of clients, you can configure your dashboard once. And after that, you just hit the clone button and basically that dashboard will be copied. All you need to do is to jump in that copied dashboard, change the properties and the accounts, and basically you have a dashboard for your another client. You don't have to do it from scratch. It's a cool nifty feature, and I know that some power users are using it. There are some future updates that we are currently working on in the background, so you'll be able to choose the new templates that we prepared. We're checking it out, and we will probably launch it on Friday this week or Monday next week. You will be able to choose the new templates and some future update, which I think will be live in 3 to 5 months, is that you'll be able to create your templates. So you'll basically have your own private library. If you have, for example, an e-commerce template that you personally use, you can, while creating a new dashboard, you will be able to select your template from your library, which is kind of cool. Okay, we covered that. We covered some new features. Let's jump in the account settings and some changes we made. So on the left, you have the account settings. As you can see, the first change is the notification bar. You can expect in the future to have all the important infos here. As you can see, I had to reconnect my Facebook social, or somebody from the team has to reauthorize the Facebook, so the notification will just appear here. I'm good to go with my account, so I'll just kill it here. Sources. Some older users remember the old view. This one is pretty much nicer, and I think it's more functional. Very important stuff. Reportz is a data visualization tool. In order to show data, first you have to connect it. Okay, so it's very easy. You don't have any limitation on number of accounts you want to connect, nor the number of accounts from different data sources. So be sure to use that. You can connect as many accounts as you want. Just click on the account, for example, Google Analytics, and click the Add Integration button. It will automatically open your API bridge. You will just select the account you want to connect, and that's it. The source is connected. Okay. The same story is with other data sources as well. Google Search Console, LinkedIn, SE ranking, whatever. You just need to connect the source before using it in the dashboard. You will be able to connect the source through the dashboard as well, but be sure to do this because it's really like a one-time thing you need to do. And after that, you're just free to pull the data from where you want. Another important questions that we had a lot in our support charts. Can you combine multiple accounts from same source in one dashboard? And the answer is yes. Once again, you have no limitation. You can put as many data sources in one dashboard. We don't have any limitation on that. Some good rule of thumb is to use one dashboard per one client, but you're free to organize your dashboard the way you want. Okay, so since we are done with that, it's very easy. I'll just cover once again. You choose the integration or the data source you want to connect, hit the add integration button, open the API bridge, connect it, and you're good to go. Very important stuff. All the integrations are native, which means we do not use third-party providers. All the integrations are done directly through partners, through the API bridges, so we do not ask for your passwords or emails. Everything is done through the API. So if you are wondering, is it secure, is the best we can do. Jumping in the settings, it's very easy. You can configure your company logo, you can configure a company name, phone number, and you can configure your company subdomain. Now, I will not talk about subdomains here on the webinar because somebody wants to use it, somebody doesn't want. If you want to configure your own white label, there's a really sweet help article in this button, in this help center here. Everything is included with screenshots and with quick tips that are very actionable, how you can set it up the way you want. It's very easy. You can always check that. It's super cool. I would always recommend it because why not? It's free and it will make you look very, very professional. Subscription. We've done some changes on the subscription page. From here, it's very easy to set up your subscription to track how much dashboards are you using. Okay, you will not have this much bonus dashboards, but these are some just benefits of being the person behind a company. I'm just joking. Very important stuff. You can configure your subscription anytime. So let's say first month you start Reportz, you need 5 clients. Cool. Everything is included. You just use 5 dashboards. Second month you need additional 2 to make it 7. Cool. Just buy another 2. The third month you need 6 of them and you have 7. No problem. Just reduce the number of dashboards and that's it. That's the cool stuff behind Reportz and the business model. Everything is included and we just basically ask for you to pay for the number of clients that you already have, which means that you are paying Reportz with the money that you made, which is very essential for the subscription tools. Of course, we added the invoice tab here, so all of your payment data and invoices will be seen from this table, which is very nifty because sometimes you need to find it. Everything is here, so I think it's very nifty to have it right there. And of course, always like important questions, the roles. We will expand roles in Reportz. For now, we have 2 of them. We have user and we have admin. Be sure, if you are the owner of the account, be sure to have the admin status. Why? Because only admin can change crucial stuff regarding account settings like subscriptions, personal info, and stuff like that. If you have teammates that you want to just put in the tool and let them use the tool, you just add them as a user and they will be able to play with dashboards to send the reports to client, but they will not be able to change any crucial stuff regarding the account. Okay, and of course we have a mini referral inbuilt system for every person that you invite and that start using Reportz. Both you and them get 3 additional dashboards forever, which is kind of generous because everybody wins in that situation. Okay, so now we're basically done with account settings and all the stuff that are important for you to know regarding the accounts. I'll just cover the help center here. As I told you, we have more than, I think, how much? 50? Yeah, 57 quick articles, and we are always expanding that. So if you have a problem, there's a big chance, like 9 of 10, that it's covered in the help article. Very cool. I'll just jump back and I'll have a glass of water, and then we're gonna configure a dashboard from scratch. Okay, give me a second. Guys, I'm back. Are we good to go? I guess we are. So just be sure to tell me yes. We're jumping in the dashboard management window and we'll create one dashboard from scratch. Now, in this part of the webinar, I think we're gonna have, in the next part, we'll cover all stuff regarding dashboard creation. So I'm just gonna start creating a dashboard from scratch. And right now we're going to show you the difference between custom widget, the basic widget, how to customize it, put background, customize colors, rename it. Okay, we have some technical issues here. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys. Okay. Yeah, the audio is got. I'll just share my screen right now. Cool. Okay, somebody tried to abort us, but we are stronger. So we're just continuing where we stopped. We'll just jump into creating a dashboard and you'll learn everything from there. So creating a new dashboard is easy as drinking 1 pint of beer on Friday night. Click on the create a dashboard button and you see some tweaks here. There are very important steps that you should do. First of all, we should name our dashboard. Usually you would like to use your client name. I'll just use webinar demo dash. Now we have two options, whether we want to start from scratch or we want to start from the template. I'll use template in this particular example. And I will note once again that we are preparing around 15 new templates that look like $1 million. And I know that everybody will be happy with them. We're just checking it out, and I think we will launch them on Friday. So when you create a new dashboard, you'll see new templates here that will save you like a lot of time, and I think all of you guys will be happy. So we chose a template, and now we want to basically pick some stuff. This is the SEO lead generation. Let's use the SEO template because it's like the most general one, and I think a lot of you guys will find it useful. Once we've selected the template, it's asked, and all these icons are showing what data sources are used for that template. Now, note here, you don't have to connect all of them. For example, somebody is using just Ahrefs and not SEMrush. You don't have the account. It's no problem. You can create a template with just one from these sources. But my friendly tip to you guys is to use as much data sources as you can in order to make the most out of every template. Okay, so we'll just, for example, use Google Analytics, and now I'll find my account. That's why we connected our sources in first place. Okay, let's use this. I'll just use my test account. I'll use, for example, this one, and it's cool. I'll go on another template. For example, Ahrefs. Let's use this one. I'll use and I want to see, for example, domain stuff. Search console, connect here. Let's use this one. And I'll just leave the SEMrush blank because it's just important for you to know. And now once you've chosen all of your properties, so once you've configured everything from here, you just hit create a new dashboard. Of course, since you haven't chosen all the data sources that are available in the template, we have a quick reminder. You'll just say yes, and the new dashboard will be generated. Now it's pulling the data live, so it can take some time, around maybe like 5, 6, 7 seconds, depending on how much data you have and what template that you've chosen. But every other time, it's much faster and easier. And there you go. We have one almost functional dashboard. I mean, it is, but we can put a lot of different stuff in it. So as you can see, all the data is pulled directly, and the dashboard is very, very nice looking. So what we have widgets from organic from Google Analytics, we have referring domains from Ahrefs, and we have Google Search Console data. That is what Reportz is all about, connecting multiple data sources and putting that in one dashboard while visualizing the data that you want. Okay, so now that you've seen how the dashboard looks like, I'm gonna delete all the widgets and start building it from scratch. Okay, so I'll just start deleting the widgets. As you can see, this little fella here is a widget. I can play around with it. I can resize it. I can move it. Sorry. Okay, so this is the whole idea. And I'll just leave one widget here in order to show you what you can do with a widget. So we've deleted all of them, and we just left this lonely little fella here. So this widget is showing widgets from organic. It's from Google Analytics, and you can change the size of that widget. It's very easy. You can multiply that widget or copy, which is a feature that I think every user of Reportz and asked at some point of time. So now you're able to just copy the widgets by clicking on this button here, which is very cool. If you want to create a quick dashboard and you don't want to use the widget builder, it's very, very cool. You just click here and it will automatically copy this widget that you can just edit that. Okay, so I mentioned...
people ask how you get rid of the comparison page. The comparison part of the widget.
Okay, we'll get to that. So If you want to get rid of this, it's very easy. Let's show first how to edit a widget. Every widget you create can be edited, customized, so not alarm if you haven't shown the metric that you want. If you want to edit a widget, just click on this button here, the little pen icon, and it will show you your account property and your metric. So our metric is widget from organic. And now in the second step of widget creation, I can rename the widget. For example, like this, I can resize it and select data to hide. In this little part, you are able to select which data do you want to hide. So if you want to hide this specific data, you can just select it here, select it both, click submit. Sorry, I've hide everything. So sorry, my mistake. I'll just go back, and I don't want to hide sessions. I just want to hide session change, submit, and there you go. You don't have that data anymore. Now, we want to add a grid. Grid is a new feature in Reportz, and I think a lot of you will like it. So let's say we want to add grid to this widget. So I'll just show it once again. In the second step of widget creation or editing, you have the box option. Just select the grid is visible, submit, and the grid will appear. Okay, it's looking very cool. I personally use grid everywhere. Okay, what if you want to change the graph style? A lot of questions about that. It's very easy. You can just edit the widget, or if you're creating a new one, this is the part. So let's say we want to use this one. We don't want this option. We want this grid to be visible, and we want to hide widgets font size. Create submit. And this is the same stuff, but in different charts. Cool. There is one more cool stuff I would like to show you, but for that, I need another widget. Let's just use the widget builder here. I will use widget from Google Analytics. I'll use the same data source that I use for every one of these. And I'll create just widgets from mobile. Okay. I'll select the chart style. I'll select the size. I want grid, and I want to hide the stats. Cool. Now we have two widgets. We have widgets from organic. Okay, I just received an info that I'm blasting my mouse too much. Okay, I'll try to remain calm. So let's say we have two widgets now. We have widgets from organic and widgets from mobile. And we want to merge those two widgets. It's super easy. You just click your edit widget account, and all of a sudden, when you have more than one widget, it will appear the merge widget section. And from there, you can just choose a widget that you want to merge with the one that you want to edit. So I'll just click this one, which is this widget, and I click submit. And once that, okay, so you'll see that we have merged two metrics into one widget. Now, this is one way to achieve this stuff. The other way is to use custom widgets. And this is the part that is very important. And I'm always, if somebody had a demo with me, you know that I'm very, very, very focused on custom widgets. And I try to force you to use custom widgets, because once you master the custom widgets, you're good to go. So I'll just use custom widgets to create the same widgets as we shown. So I'll just do the same process, use this property, and now instead of trying to find widgets from organic, for example, I'll choose the custom. You can type. Now you see that while choosing the custom widget, you have multiple options, which are very important, especially in some other integrations like Facebook ads, where if you want to filter some campaign or you want to filter some specific data, you should use custom widgets because you have a custom filter option. Have no worries. We'll send you the doc with all the filters, so you'll be good to go. Right now, let's just create the same widget that we used with the custom widget. So let's say we want to show widgets from organic. Our segment will be organic traffic. Our dimension, we want to see what happened on monthly basis, a month of the year, and our metric is widgets. In Google Analytics, widgets are sessions, so we'll just type session, hit next, rename this widget. Choose the size, choose the chart style, always select the grid because I said so. I'm just joking. Hide the comparison, click submit, and that's it. It will pull the exact same data as in the basic widget, but now you are using the custom widget. Okay, let's make it a bit bigger and let's just see what happens when we change the dimension. Why is custom widget so important? Because you can combine segments, metrics, and dimensions. And for example, you don't want to see your metric on monthly basis. Let's use day of the month. And let's do it like this. And now we're showing the exact same metric, but you see how the chart changed. So we have the same number, we're showing the same metric from the same source, but the style, the chart is different because now our dimension is not month, it's day. And it's like the second most asked question, how to show daily activity. Just be sure to use custom widget and to use day as your dimension. Okay, this is very important and we just finished this, and I'll just jump in some random widget creation right now in order to create some sort of reports and actually show you the best part of it. I'll just delete this one. I'll resize this one. Sorry. I'll use my widget builder to, for example, filter users from new users and just name it here. I don't want to read. Click submit. Okay. It's pulling the data. Okay, it's very, okay. I'll use, for example, to show my goals. So very important stuff. If you want to show some specific goals, you have to have it, first of all, defined in Google Analytics. But I get a lot of questions like, how can I show how much conversions I had or how many opt-ins did I had? It's very easy. If you're trying to show that through Google Analytics, you just need to basically find what goal is that, how did you define that goal, and find goal competition. So for example, I'll use my first goal competition. I'll assume that it is an opt-in. I'll choose this one, for example. Okay. And I'll assume that my second goal is register for a trial. Competition. Okay, let's use this one. I'll assume that. Okay, so now we have some widgets in our dashboard, and now you've completed it. Okay, this is very nasty looking, so I'll just use this form. Okay, and let's pretend that now you have pulled everything you need. You've pulled your cost per click, your total traffic, organic traffic, Facebook ads, stuff like that. You created your dashboard, and now you want to send it to client. Traditionally, you would have to configure a report every month, so it's repetitive. And with reports, it's a total different concept. The dashboard was once created, it will be active as long as you don't delete it or archive it. And we have something that is called public mode. So once you jump into public mode, you'll see the view how your clients see the dashboard while you send them the live link. Okay. So once you configure your dashboard and you want to send something to your client, they will always see this dashboard in this view mode. Once you send them the link, and you just need to copy this link and copy paste to a client, anytime they click on this dashboard, Reportz will automatically open that dashboard and refresh with all stats that you have created in that dashboard and automatically refresh with up-to-date stats, which means if you have a client and you configure your dashboard once, after 2 months, when they click on that link, it will automatically open, refresh, and show them with up-to-date stats. And that's the whole idea. You don't have to create a dashboard every month. You create a dashboard once. If you need, just edit it a bit, and just be sure to provide them with the live link. And that's the whole idea. Once clients realize that they have complete control over reporting because they can click on the link anytime they want 24/7, and Reportz will basically do the heavy lifting for you because everything is tracked in that dashboard, life becomes easier both for you and them. And I'm just going to demonstrate how it looks. So let's say I'm just going to customize it a bit. So I'll put my company logo from here. Let's say, let me just find, I'll put my company logo. Let's say Reportz. I want my client logo. Let's say Quora is our client, and I want to click save. And once I saved it, and now I want to send this dashboard to my client. As you see, your company logo appeared here, your client logo is here. You can even put the background picture if you want. And now you sent them the link and the client opened. And for example, the client asked you what happened in the last 7 days. Cool. You just explain them that they can open this window and choose what happened in the last 7 days. So let's see, they need to hit apply, and the complete dashboard will automatically refresh with stats that are up to date. Okay, they want to see what happened in the last 30 months. You just tell them, I've sent you the link. You can open the link, select the date range, and choose what happened in the last 30 days. Click the apply, and the dashboard will pull all the metrics in live view. They want to see what happened in some specific time. You just tell them that they need to open the link, select a custom calendar, and for example, ask you what happened from 20th December until 1st of February, hit the apply, and Reportz will automatically pull the stats from the sources for the metrics that you already created. Now, this is not a complete dashboard, so I'm just using this small example to show you the mechanics. Now I'm going to jump in some defined dashboards to show you how it actually looks like when you selected your dashboard and once the dashboard is done. So I just clicked on the link here, and I'll, for example, use, for example, this one. Let's say we want to see some Google Ads search campaign. So you just created your source, and this is one, I think this is a complete dashboard. So in this dashboard, you're showing Google Ads. This is actually the template. So all of you guys that are on the webinar right now have a sneak peek of a new template. Okay, as you can see, this is a complete dashboard where you have cost, impression, clicks, CTR, search impression share, average position, segmentation per devices, segmentation per search partners, every metric and every insight that is relevant for your client is in one place. And let's say we want to see how a client would see that. Cool, you send them this nice looking dashboard with their colors because you customized it for them. And they want to see what happened in last 30 days. They'll choose this. And once hitting apply, a complete dashboard will refresh. And that's it. Once you set up your dashboard that is done with all the metrics, all you need to do is send client a link. And that's it. Anytime, today, tomorrow, in next 2 weeks, anytime they click on the link, the live dashboard will appear and they will be able to choose the date range for what they want to see, what's happening with the project that you are working on for them. And that's the whole idea. And it's saving us a lot of time. As you can see, it's pretty nice. It's pretty simple. It's very intuitive. We worked on some visual stuff. So the dashboard is really like giving you the complete insights of what you are doing for them. Of course, you can always edit this dashboard. When you send the link of the dashboard to your client, they can't edit this. This is a very important stuff for you to know. And I've seen some of the users that are giving the access to their clients to actually jump into their accounts. Don't do that. Not, you can if you want, but it has no point because you just need to send them the link. Okay, so we got this clear. I'll just go back in this, for example, dashboard. I'll go in the edit mode and I'm going to show you how to, the last part of this, I'm going to show you how to customize it a bit, how to add, I already show you how to add logos. I'm just going to show you how to add a background, and I'm going to show you how to upload stuff, especially if you live in Airtable or spreadsheets. If you have a lot of stuff that are not in the data sources that you can connect with Reportz, we have two options for that case. First of all, we have a native integration with Google Sheets, which means that you can just connect any sheet from your G Drive, and if you make any change to that specific sheet, it will automatically be seen in Reportz dashboard. That's the first one. And the second option, which is maybe easier, is to upload your custom CSV. So I'll just jump at the bottom of this dashboard and I'll use, first of all, I'm going to show you the passive widget or the passive element. Now, this little fella here is called the passive element. They're usually used as a separators, they're used as notes, they're used if you want to basically give some wider explanation in your dashboard. What is it about? If you want to add some note to your client once they opened it, and you are adding a passive element, pretty simple, like when building a widget, you just go here. Let's say you want to add a plain passive element. You don't need any description. We're making a separator. We're going to the next, and we'll say separator one. I'll use the auto hide card, and I want to see the full width separator. Just click submit, and there it is. As you can see. Okay, now we separated our dashboard, and I want to upload, for example, list of leads that my data team has provided me with while scraping the internet, or I want to upload a CSV with all the opt-ins or with the list of people that attended the webinar that you've done for your client. It's like no brainer. You just go in your passive element, hit upload, hit next, upload your CSV, hit next, and let's say CSV webinar leads. Submit. There you go. Of course, this is just a list from some websites, but you get the point. That's it. That's easy. It's how you build a widget. And once you get to know the mechanics, it's that simple. That's all. I'm just going to show you one more thing, how to brand your dashboard, how to change colors, how to add pictures. So everything regarding the dashboard is into general and style. So if we scroll a bit up, we can play around with colors. Okay, so this is looking very venomous. This is like the color I usually use, this one example, but you are always free to manipulate and play with Reportz the way you want. Let's just turn it back the way we want. And of course, the date range. A lot of people ask me for the date range. Now, this number for every widget, very important. For every widget, this number is always showing you the total amount of that specific metric for the date range. So once again, this number for every widget is always showing you a total amount of that specific metric for the exact date range that you've chosen. So the date range is affecting the complete dashboard. And no, for now, we can't apply date range for a specific widget. So the date range is affecting the complete dashboard. So you can change the date range in your general and style, where you can also upload your company or client logo. Let's use that step once again. Let's use the Quora and let's upload a background. Let's say planet Earth is our background. Not the best one, but you get the point. I'll just delete it right now. And now I will probably try to, okay, I'll just use this one, click save, and that's it. So very important stuff. Once more, the date range, you can set the date range in your general and style here. Let's say last 30 days. And the date range is affecting the complete dashboard. That's it. Okay. From here, you are able to configure your dashboard name, or you can just select the client's website that is representing for what medium are you reporting on. And that's it. So everything you need to build a nice looking dashboard is on the right side of the screen. Adding a widget. I've shown you how to select and create a widget. I've shown you the difference between basic and custom widgets. I've shown you how to manipulate with date range, how to play around with custom widgets and combine segments, dimensions, and metrics, how to upload passive elements. And basically right now you have a very good foundation to create the dashboard you want. Cool. So I'll just make a 15 seconds pause here to just take my water, and you can now ask your questions. Ilya here will go through them and we'll just try to answer to like the most important one of them. Okay, thank you. Mike. welcome back. And we are just gonna answer some of the stuff. So Adam asked, how can we report on campaign level? I'm just gonna use the webinar demo dash in order to explain you this. And this is a great question. Thank you, Adam. So we'll use Google. I think it's for Google Ads, the question, but it works the same on Facebook. So, okay, we'll just delete every one of them. So let's say you want to report your Google Ads. You have a client and you're reporting Google Ads. So you just choose the Google Ads. Let's use this one. I'll just use my test account. And this is the trick here. So be very important. When you're creating your widgets for Google Ads or Facebook, the mechanics are the same. So you just need to figure this out. You're asked on what basically level or type do you want to report. So you want to report, sorry. So basically before creating a widget, you have this bar that is asking you to select the report type. Now, if you want to complete on the complete account level, and which means that it will basically show you the complete sum of all the campaigns and all the ad sets that you are using, and that it will just show you the complete stats for this account. Be sure to use the account performance. Okay, if you want to show a specific campaign, so let's say you have different campaigns and you want to show different stats for every single of this campaign, then be sure to use the campaign performance. And if you've chosen the campaign performance, the next bar will actually give you an option to choose the campaign. But now, this is a very tricky one, and we are aware of that, and we will try to make it easier for you guys. So if you've chosen the campaign level and you want to report on different campaigns, a lot of guys just go here and select a specific campaign, which is not a mistake, but now you've selected that one specific campaign and you don't want to do that because you want to report on complete campaign basis. So if you want to report just on campaigns, not the single one exact campaign, just be sure to leave this blank. Okay, once more, you've chosen instead of the account, you've chosen campaign performance because you wish to show all the stats from all of your campaigns in the account, and now you've selected this specific campaign. Don't do that. If you want to show stats from all the campaigns, just be sure to leave this select campaign bar blank, because in that way Reportz will show you data for all the campaigns you have. If you choose the specific campaign, the next bar is add group. And you don't want to do that because you want to report on all basics. So it's very important for you to know. I'll just show you the same stuff with Facebook ads. So let's say you want to report Facebook ads. I'll click next. I'll select my account, and the same stuff here. You have the select a campaign level. But what if you don't want to report on campaign level? You want to report on the account level. Now, in Facebook ads, you have pages from where you run your ads. So if you already chosen the page and you don't want to report on a campaign basis, you want to report on the complete account level, you just leave it blank. If you want to report on the campaign, or if you want to report campaigns, then just click here and you can choose campaign. If you want to report a specific campaign and not the ads, just leave the ads blank. And that's the whole idea. Facebook is a bit different because of the API. I must say that Facebook has probably the worst API we've had, and we are constantly updating it. We've done a lot of improvements regarding the Facebook data, but it is what it is, and it is a bit more complicated. But that's why we have events like this, and that's why you can always ask us on Intercom or write us an email, or write in our Facebook community, which Ilya will send you a link to if you're not a member. Everything goes there. So once again, just if you want to report in the account level, you just select your account, you leave the campaign blank, and you choose the widget and you start using, whether you want to use a custom widget or you want to use basic widgets. I'll just create, for example, one widget that's showing all campaigns. So I've selected my account, my campaign bar is blank, my widget is not basic, it's custom, and my dimension, I want to show all campaigns. Okay, so I want to show, for example, account name. I want to show ad set name, and I want to show budget that is spent and how many unique clicks I had. I'll just go here, select like this, select the table style, hide the comparison, and okay, I know what the problem is. Very cool. Because of this happened, my date range is last 7 days, and we don't have any campaign that is running in the last 7 days. So this is very cool that happened, because if you get signed like this, it means that you don't have anything active in the last 7 days, or anything active in the date range that you've chosen for your account. So that's very cool. I'll just delete one. Is this clear? Just type yes or no if I need to explain it a bit further so Ilya can tell me. Is this clear for now? Are the levels of reporting clear to you guys, both for Google Ads and Facebook Ads? Do you have any specific question regarding this topic? I mean, this is a very complex one. I don't want to go deep on this webinar because this is just the basics, but we'll definitely create a dedicated webinar for this topic. Just tell me if you get this like basic segmentation right. Okay, so we are the SE ranking. Okay, so regarding the SE ranking, I'll just use the already created dashboard. So SE ranking is our the last integration we've done, and it's currently still like it's not complete because we just want to segment a bit more from the data that we're getting from their API. But I'm going to show you what you can do from now.
Go to all dashboards and then just use the S ranking dashboard I've created.
Okay, so
one important notice, guys, in order to use the S ranking, you have to be on the enterprise package with them. And because that's not a problem on our part, that's the problem on their part. They just don't provide the API in the standard or the pro package.
Okay, cool. So what Ilya mentioned, very important note, where there were a lot of questions regarding SE ranking. Now we can't really change that stuff. So the SE ranking integration is possible if you are the user of the SE ranking. And I think that there, as Ilya told you, they are giving the APIs if you are on their pro package, enterprise package, sorry. So that's just something, I know that some of you guys don't have that level of package. I mean, there's nothing we can do because it's really their politics of the company. But what we can do for you guys that have the possibility to go through this integration. So I'll just show you what we are able at this moment, which is, I think, very, very convenient. So you choose your SE ranking as a data source. Let's use this one. You insert your domain. So you insert your domain. Sorry, I'm in the wrong dashboard. Let's use this one. So I've selected my account. I'll use, for example, this one. And now I want to select the widget. And of course, in SE ranking, if you have a competitor, so if you're tracking the competitor, it will show in reports. Let's see like this. If you don't want to report a competitor, it's like the same story in Facebook ads. Just leave it blank. Okay? From here, you can select the search engine. Now, I know a lot of you guys asked for different ones. In the first part of the integration, we included United Kingdom, USA, Bing, and Yahoo in Argentina because like 70% of our user base report and need those search engines. So that's why we implemented just this. Of course, while the integration expands, it will get like bigger chunk of possibilities. But for now, I'm gonna just show you on this one. So let's say, for example, Google Analytics, Google USA. I'll select my dimension. For example, I want to track keywords, and my metric, I want to choose position, or I want to choose all the metrics that I can. Okay, go next. I'll just type keywords. I'll select my chart size, and I'll just hide the comparison. And of course, I don't want to show that percentage because a lot of you guys asked. And I'll just click submit. Now, bear in mind that this is just the past account, so the performance is really bad. We just connected this in order to show you how it looks like. But as you can see, in your first column, you have the keywords, and you can track their position, and you can track the price, which is really important if you're looking for your PPC strategy, paid position, and mapping position. These are all like zeros for us because we just created the example, and we actually don't have that much data in SE ranking because for my personal projects I use different tool. But this is actually like 90% of what you guys that are asking for SE ranking you want to track. So right now I'll just go into edit widget button and show you the setup once more. So I've selected the project. My widget is custom. I haven't included a competitor. I've chosen my search engine to be Google USA. You can track different one if you want. And my dimension is keywords. Somebody wants to report on daily and monthly basis. That's okay. For ranking tool, I mean, I will always try to go with the keywords. My dimension is keyword, and of course, I have included all the metrics in one table. If you want to make like a special widget for every one of them, that's cool. Let's use this one. You can do. Sorry. Oh, okay. I haven't changed the chart style, but you get the point. If you want to select a different chart style, you can do that. If you want to select a specific metric for every widget, you can do that. It's the way it is. So, but like 90% of people that ask for SE ranking are tracking keywords. So I think it will work for now. We are in contact with them. Great guys, very, very useful tool. The integration will be a lot bigger. We just needed like to verify whether it makes sense, whether people will use it, whether the cross promotion will do some effort. So I think we're on a good step of expanding that integration while delivering new ones. So I think that's from the SE ranking. I saw one very cool question. I think it came from from Alex. So whether you will be able to put multiple templates, no, for now. You will be able, while creating a new dashboard, you will be able to choose just one template. But I'll just pause my screen sharing and open our, let's see each other a bit. So right now you will not be able to combine multiple templates while creating a dashboard, because we're preparing something else for you guys. I've told you that on the end of our conversation of this webinar, we'll talk about some feature updates and integrations. One of them, we will expand the SE ranking integration, but some of the features that you can expect in the future. So first of all, we will create some kind of separators inside the widget. And I call it tabs. The other teammates are trying to name them segments. I think it will be segments, but ideally you'll have the tabs in the dashboard. So you'll be able to arrange your dashboard into different tabs. So if you have a client that you're doing the SEO parts, the PPC, and maybe social, you will be able to create different tabs in your dashboard and then just put the widgets in that specific segments. So if you have segment 1, social, segment 2, SEO, segment 3, PPC, just put all the widgets that are relevant to your social in this specific segment. If you click on another one, it will show another one. So it will be very cool. And I think you will be very happy with that kind of arrangement of your data in the dashboard. For now, widgets templates cannot be merged, but we'll see how we'll get that figured out once that feature is released. The other thing that we're doing is a big update regarding dashboard creation. I'm not going to reveal everything because it's really like big work. We're totally like creating a new dashboard building system, but it will be very, very, I think, much easier and more intuitive, because you'll be able to select a template, and after that you'll just basically be able to click on every widget and add the specific property or account in that dashboard. So the widget and the dashboard creation will be directly through the widgets and not the widget builder, which I think is very, very, very cool option, and I think it's more intuitive than the current solution. It will be cool. The other stuff I want to talk about are some integrations. So as you can see, we have done some facelifting, we've done some chart styles, grids, and some minor features, but the next integrations to come are Shopify and MailChimp. So this is what I can say from you now. Shopify and MailChimp are the next two integrations that will come. And those are very big integrations, and we will have very dedicated content and campaigns with all of them, because they're very big tools and the requirements for them are big, but you can expect a lot of useful content around those integrations. And of course, you can expect a lot of content in this form, because I think the webinars work best for all of us, for every other. But if you're wondering what are the next integrations, Shopify and MailChimp, you can write that down. We covered the AccuRanker, the SE ranking, and both LinkedIn paid and social, which you guys asked. If you want to track what's happening from firsthand, we have a Reportz community on Facebook. Ilya will send you the link of the Facebook group. So usually all the announcements before the newsletter we post to Facebook group. So if you want to track some stuff from the first hand, go there. It's a fun place to be. I think we covered everything. I think we basically covered everything you need to know in order to start using Reportz and start building your dashboards for your clients. If you have some specific questions, please write to us. We run our customer support and success on Intercom. Ilya will probably be there. I will be there also, along with some of the other guys from the team and girls. So everything you need, every problem you have, just be sure to write to us and we will try to help you. I've covered what you can expect. I've shown you some new features, and basically I think that you are ready to go now. Do we have some additional questions, or can we call it a day?
Ask now or forever hold your peace.
Okay, let's scroll. Oh my God, a lot of questions. Thank you. Try again, fixed time range, call it a day. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Chris, can you explain it a little bit broader or deeper? I don't know.
Please also provide access to Q&A. It's helpful. Also provide an access to Q&A.
Yeah, they want us to.
Okay, so I think we covered this Facebook Business Manager connection. Dragan, be sure to write intercom because it's more easier for Ilya to just jump with a conversation with you and like help you with your specific request. Okay, I have a client who okay, Chris, that is a very cool question. Yeah, we realize that. The problem is it's always like showing for the date range is fixed, and if you if we watch time as a line, the date range will just flow through that time. This is a very cool option. We are already thinking about it, but to be honest, we're just thinking about how to work it around because we have that custom date range option. So if you want to report on, I don't know, like from 1st of February to 5th of February, you have that option. If you're asking me whether you want to report on fixed date, for example, what happened in the last 15 days, we already work on that matter. So if the client is always asking for a monthly report, that is a monthly report. You just select the last 30 days. And anytime a client clicks on that link, they will see what happened in the last 30 days. So if a client hits that dashboard in 2 months, they will still see what happened in the last 30 days on that specific date. PDF download fix. Yeah, we had great issues with PDF. That's just the way it is. It's working now better than it was. I think with that update from the dashboard creation that I mentioned like a couple of minutes ago, we will definitely have it sorted out because we'll have separators and stuff like that. So it will be cool, but don't use the PDF, use the live link. That's the whole idea. Yes, Chris, we have Facebook lead ads. Ilya will just jump into intercom and Ilya will show you how to do that. And we had that even before, but yeah, cool. Just jump into intercom and we'll help you. Norm, yeah, last month is actually called the monthly in your stats, so you'll see it will always track like the month. Okay. Yeah, I know, I understand, Chris, but just maybe try with the monthly when you're choosing the date range. Try monthly. That will fix the month as your date range. Okay, guys. So I think we covered everything. Thank you so much for your time. Have in mind that this is our like second or third webinar, so we're not like total pros, but we're getting better, and I think we will get better. I think we just had a cool feature because last time the audio was not that much cool. Now it's better, so expect more webinars. Expect better content. Expect a lot of like in-depth niche related content from us, and write all of your ideas in our community, on our email, in our intercom. We're very happy to help you guys. Okay, thank you. Bye.